lot of partnering through service learning, which is just another of the benefits and positives about service learning. We partner in this project, the Native Garden, with the high school students that were working to become a grain school, a grain high school.
Oh, okay.
And as part of that, they were building a Michigan garden with plants that are native to Michigan, and each plant in the garden has a certain purpose, and it helps the environment in a certain way. And the students from the elementary school came up and helped them with the garden, and they integrated that into at the elementary level into their Michigan history. And they talked about when those plants were used and different time periods, and they shared what they had learned about Michigan and the history of Michigan, and the high school students shared what they had learned about the environment and the Michigan environment and the plants, the native plants. And then they planted the garden, and then they had a solar picnic where they attempted to cook hot dogs with solar energy.
Oh, how'd that go?
That was difficult. It takes if you're going to have a solar picnic, you have to plan for a long time period.
I think what's great about this kind of project, and not that other service learning projects I've heard about can't do this, but do you feel like this is a project that can be continually beneficial for years to come, that you can keep taking the younger students and the older students there to continue to learn? It's going to be an ongoing learning experience?
Yes, I think both these garden areas are learning areas. They're new learning areas that can be utilized year after year. And the students and the community will both be able to benefit from these areas. It was very interesting. We just did a presentation to the Board of Education, and some of the high school students that were involved in the Native Michigan Garden spoke about their experience, and they were very excited, and again, high sense of pride, ownership, and I was impressed on all of the things that they had learned through doing this garden, with both working with children and with the garden and all the things that these different plants would do. They talked about they planted a certain species because it was native to the area, but that it would also attract a certain kind of an insect that was a positive insect, or that it would help clean the air. Certain plants that they planted would help clean the air.
Maybe you can tell me, I've been hearing from some other grantees about kind of a lot of schools are really trying to pick up on these green initiatives. So why do you think these students or this service learning effort out of your high school was really important, because it does have a green factor tied to it? Why is that so important?
Why is it important?
Spell it out.
Because the ecology and going green, and
I do a little bit, don't I?
That is important, and it is kind of in the forefront of even education, just green initiative and green jobs, and Michigan's taking a leadership role in that area too. And I think that we have actually several service learning projects that involve alternative energies and green initiatives. It's one of the things I really like about service learning, and it integrates real world relevance, the curriculum and rigor of academics, and relationships, builds relationships, takes the classroom out of the school and it puts it in the community, and vice versa. So just building those relationships also helps with integrating technology, careers, and that's really how we live. When we go to school, we go to a science class and a math class, but that's not really how we live.